there, Chris.
Okay, let me ask y'all a quick question. Who here can name a great superhero? Now, I like to say that all of us could, such as Superman, Spider-Man, Captain America, and Wonder Woman. But let me ask y'all a deeper question. What makes these heroes great? Does Superman's ability to fly and his limitless strength, does that make him a great superhero? No, because even the villains have superpowers. Is it their origin story? Does the death of Uncle Ben solely make Spider-Man a great superhero? No. Or is it the villains that they battle? Does fighting the Red Skull make Captain America a great superhero? No, that's not it either. So what is it? A great superhero is defined by their decisions and their character. Superman is great because of what he does with his powers. Spider-Man is great because of how he has allowed the death of Uncle Ben to shape and form him. And Captain America is great because of why he fights the Red Skull, to stop evil and tyranny. Now, using this definition that a superhero is defined by their character, I would argue that Batman is the greatest superhero, because he has the characteristics that are required of a great hero more so than anyone else. Now, what are these characteristics? First off, we have courage, which is the ability to face danger, pain, and difficulty head-on without fear. And it's not the absence of fear that's important, but it's moving past the fear to continue to face the danger head-on. And this is the most essential characteristic for a hero to have, because you cannot look death in the eye and fight villains and evil if you do not have courage. And next is sacrifice. Living a normal life is a good thing, but it's something that a hero cannot do. They must give up a possibility of a normal life in order to be a hero. They must selflessly sacrifice the good thing for the greater good. Joseph Campbell once said, "A hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than oneself." A hero also needs determination. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "A hero is no braver than an ordinary man, but he is brave 5 minutes longer. He keeps on going. He keeps on fighting." No matter what is thrown their way, they won't stop. No matter how hard the struggle is, or how hard the punches are being thrown, even if the odds aren't in their favor, they continue to pick themselves up and continue to fight. And finally, a hero needs a strong sense of conviction, a set of unshakable beliefs which cannot be altered by any circumstance. This unwavering set of morals is what sets the hero apart from the villains and the everyday citizens. Now, I would argue that Batman is the greatest superhero because he lives up to these characteristics set before him, and he exceeds every single one of them. Let's start off with courage. Batman has no superpowers. He's an ordinary human, just like us. He can be killed by a single bullet, or falling from a rooftop. But yet he continues to go out there and jump off the rooftops and fight crime, knowing that one stray bullet or slip up and he'd be dead. Why? Because he has courage. He has the bravery to look danger in the eye and continue moving forward. He also faces down superpower beings, such as Superman and Darkseid. These guys have nearly godlike powers. And he's a human. Why does he go up against them? Because he has courage. Sacrifice. Batman has sacrificed more than any other superhero. Spider-Man. He has sacrificed a lot, but yet he can still have a normal life. He goes to school. He goes to college. He has Mary Jane Watson. Superman, he married Lois Lane. He has a wife. He has a normal life, somewhat. But Batman has given up his entire life to being Batman. Some would even argue that Bruce Wayne is the mask for Batman, that Batman is who he is on the inside. And I would like to talk about a comic, Batman issue 33. And in this comic, a teenage girlfriend of Bruce Wayne comes back to the city, and it shows what would happen if Bruce Wayne met her. He would live a happy life. They would have children, and he would die amongst loved ones. But he does not meet her, because he chooses Batman over her. He chooses, this was a good thing, this happy life, but he chooses the greater good of what Batman can do over it. And Batman even wants to sacrifice himself in his life. He wants to give the ultimate sacrifice for his city. So this is when he's fought Darkseid. and died. And determination. A quote from Batman Begins that Thomas Wayne said is, "Why do we fall, Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up." This quote symbolizes who Batman is. No matter what, he will continue to pick himself back up. And this is best seen in a mini-series called Batman Nightfall, where Bane breaks Batman. He breaks his back, and he also breaks him emotionally and spiritually and mentally. He destroys him. But Batman continues to pick himself back up. And he heals, and he trains, and he goes back out, and he defeats Bane. This is also seen in Dark Knight Rises, where Batman is put in an inescapable prison. But through his sheer determination to save his city, he escapes and defies the impossible odds. This is a quote from Batman. And it says, "In the story of Batman is, he's dead. Because in the end, the Batman dies. What else am I going to do? Retire and play golf? It doesn't work that way. It can't. I fight until I drop. And one day I will drop. But until then, I fight." One of the most defining things about Batman is his conviction. And these convictions and morals were formed when he sees his parents shot dead in the alley. In this moment, Batman is born, and he vows to never let this happen to anyone again. He also vows never to take a life, no matter what the situation. As he was training to be Batman, he was in a death match, where the only way he could get out was if he killed someone. But he refused to do so. So this death match went on for 28 hours until no one else would fight him because they were too scared. And possibly the closest that Batman has been pushed to breaking this one rule is when he battles the Joker. But yet he does not kill the Joker. He cannot, because his set of convictions has made him an incorruptible symbol, the symbol that Gotham needs, that the people needs, which is done by his convictions. In conclusion, some might say that Batman has no powers. And while he has no superpowers, he does have power. His power is his ability to fight courageously, no matter the odds, to sacrifice every part of himself for a greater cause. His determination to continue to pick himself back up and fight. And his strong conviction that allows him to be the incorruptible symbol that Gotham needs. These characteristics are his powers, and they're also what make Batman the greatest superhero.